All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the return, it's Washington. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Rudolph. He gets it to Brown, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The result, a 1st down as a quick slant gets him 14.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. From the 50, it's Rudolph. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, it's Rudolph. And McDonald here over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Green 39!
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. This is Bell on the dump off. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Buying time to his left. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. He finds Yeldon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Go right, go right.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Number 54 right here. Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Gun!
From the gun, here's Rudolph. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Hey, 4 down. 73. Switch it. 3 and 7.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Jumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go, 3 and 6.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Bortles now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Leopard!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Rudolph on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Jacksonville was 3 of 6 last year on 2-point attempts. Only the Eagles went more often. The Jags are going here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Leopard!
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now it's Rudolph. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They give them a gain of 38. Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These 2 teams had not 1 but 2 memorable encounters a year ago. Their first one was week 5. That's when Ben Roethlisberger threw a handful of interceptions. Jacksonville won big. And then, of course, the Jags, Charles, they doubled down in the playoffs.
Yeah, they beat Pittsburgh again in Pittsburgh, 45-42, to advance to their 3rd AFC Championship game in franchise history. And I like what you did there. A handful. 5 interceptions by Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he struggled in that first outing. Rudolph. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Set. 380. Here we go. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Spread right, 72. Here we go.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Forced out to his left. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now the return, Rashad Green. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
380. 11B.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lucy.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. That one complete to Yeldon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hey. So right. Let's go.
Bortles now on 1st down. left side complete. That's Paul. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Green 80. Omaha. Let's go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go. Two times. Three down.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Bortles now to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him there. Find him.
And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Rudolph. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Spread left. 11B. Here we go.
On 1st down, Bortles. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
We got 4.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. He was 2nd in the NFL last year with 6 interceptions. This time, not only the interception, but also 6 points.
And it's just so difficult to go get the football in this league because people are so proficient in the passing game. It's not easy at all to read patterns, to break on the football, catch the ball, and take it the other way. Yeah, when you have a guy like that on your team, you feel really good about his efforts.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. That one, he won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Leopard! Strong right!
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Rudolph looking to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Bortles now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Go left. 380.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Back now in Jacksonville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Washington. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Right back to him on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Rudolph. To the right side and complete to Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On first down, Rudolph. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
He'll get it up the middle and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Rudolph now to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance.
Let's go.
Where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Dancing to his left. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Green 82. Green 80. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Bortles going to throw here. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Spread left. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Green 80. Spread left. Here we go. Green is it.
On 3rd down, Fournette. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Lucy.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Rudolph on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
You